All right, we're on our way to Best Buy. My birthday just passed, so I got a couple movies that I already had from people, which is super nice because I can go exchange them and we can see what else we can find there. Usually I'm too cheap to buy retail priced movies, so we're kind of riding high on the hog today, baby. Everyone, their mother's out today, so I'm a little bit aggravated, annoyed at all of humanity, but hopefully we get there without incident today. I literally think it is everybody and their mother. If only you guys could see the sheer horror that we're seeing here today. What do you think of it, Fran?
It's crazy. There's just way too many people out and way too many people driving that don't know how to drive. I mean, same, but it's just a little bit too much.
On our way into the Holy Land. On a Saturday, it looks a little bit more like hell. I don't understand all these weekend warrior people, and even though I'm one of them, they're so obnoxious.
Yeah, it's a different breed.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. They're everywhere. There's nowhere to walk. We're gonna get hit. Okay, we're here, and immediately upon arriving, I can't help but notice The Whale is finally out on Blu-ray, and it's only $15.99, even though it's brand new. And this right here is so tempting. It's only the first 3 movies though, and I like to have all of them. The fact that John Wick 4 is out, it looks so cool, but I might have to pass on it. This is a pretty cool bundle. For $12.99, I'm really considering it. The only movie on here I have is I Am Legend, but I love V for Vendetta. This is one of the only Natalie Portman performances that I actually like, and it's an epic storyline about totalitarianism. And then Constantine, I've heard really good things about. I haven't actually seen it. And of course, Blade. Seriously considering this. This was one of my favorite movies of 2022 for $21.99 with the 4K. I don't believe they ever had a slipcover for this movie. I think in Europe they had a steelbook. Air Force One. This is a really cheesy action movie that I really enjoy. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Harrison Ford plays the president, and he'll make you wish that he was our actual president. But $26.99, I'm not sure. I just love this steelbook. Check this out. This new season was insane, but it kind of started ending weird, so I don't know if I want to own it yet. This movie I missed in theaters, but it's still $25, which is kind of high, but with a slip, I don't know. And Rocky 3 on steelbook. I watched it recently again, and this is one of those movies that surprises me when I watch it. I always think Rocky 1's my favorite, but it has a stronger narrative to the film, and there's something about Rocky working out with Carl Weathers and fighting Mr. T. I don't know. Thinking about it, just expensive. This is now on sale, $15.99 for Reservoir Dogs on 4K. This is one of the most underrated Quentin Tarantino movies, or maybe not underrated, but overlooked because he has such a strong lineup more recently. But this is one of those movies that I rewatched recently, and it blew me away at how well it's held up, and honestly how much better it is than some of his other films in my opinion. This is one of those movies I don't ever need to own in my life. Not that I don't like it, but yeah. These look so cool, but it's so hard to justify Disney's steelbooks right now. It's all on Disney Plus, and the movies are so mediocre. Now the other thing I'm looking for is A Man Called Otto, and I just noticed that this is where it was, and it's empty. Now this movie did really well, and I thought it was fantastic. It's an A+ in my book, and it makes sense that it's sold out, I guess. Sorry for that. $14.08, $6.99. Definitely picking this up. This is an extremely underrated film. Check it out if you haven't seen it. One of the best Stephen King adaptations. Okay, we did pretty good in Best Buy. I'm way too cheap to do this normally, but as a birthday present, I'm super excited. I got The Northman. This was one of my favorite movies of last year. It's like a fantasy, but not really. It's more realistic, sort of medieval movie. Robert Eggers is the director, and he stylized this movie in a way that made it Robert Eggers is the director, and he stylized this movie in a way that really elevated it for me. I typically don't like the artsiness of movies like this, but it was grounded somehow. And of course, a car pulled up legit right next to me, even though we're in the back of the lot, as far away from Best Buy as possible, but that's all right. We got the Northman. Next, got Reservoir Dogs. Like I said in the video, this is one of my favorite Tarantino movies. I think it aged better than a lot of his other films. I like how it's just a bunch of guys in a room for pretty much the entire movie. It's all acting, it's all Tarantino dialogue. It's just perfect. 1408, one of the best Stephen King adaptations. Definitely check out this movie if you haven't seen it. I won't say anything about it. Just go watch it because you probably haven't seen it. It is extremely good. And last but not least,
The Whale. This we were so excited to find because as soon as we saw this in theaters, knew that we were going to get it on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, we've only seen it once, which is a crime against humanity. We have to watch it again.
Brendan Fraser, his performance is incredible, but also Sadie Sink as his daughter.
Oh yeah,
amazing. Like, just the cast is amazing. And this is one of those movies that there's so much you can say about, but it really relied on the acting because it was all kind of in one setting. So without that, you really wouldn't even have a movie.
And a lot of people criticize this movie as being melodramatic. I don't think either of us felt that way. It's melodramatic in nature because it's a very simple story about humans and human nature in one setting. I don't see how it wouldn't be, I guess, melodramatic. I don't see it that way at all. I thought the drama in this movie was amazing. This is one of those films you don't forget. Brendan Fraser did such an amazing job in this role. It was like he was born to play it. So excited to own it.
Woo!
Thank you guys as always for watching. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of content and what you thought about the movies that we picked up. I love going out to Blu-ray hunt and break the grind of all the new movies coming out and reviewing all of those. So thank you guys as always for watching. See ya.